Hello everybody, welcome again, and yes, I did it once again. Painted everything, since the body, interior, all the engine parts, exterior bits, everything. The chrome is done. Well, not really chrome, but polished aluminium, which in my opinion looks a lot better than the original chrome that came with the kit. You can see nice shine and a much more refined finish than it was. Somebody posted in the comments that this kit is basically a Revell reboxing of an old monogram kit from the 70s, so I guess that explains the rough finish that almost all the parts have. Took me a lot of cleaning. The parts had lots of flash and big mold lines that I have to sand, but in the end, so far it looks good. I still have to assemble all this, and I don't know really how it's going to be. The suspension wasn't that easy, but hopefully the rest will be much quieter. So, as you've seen in the previous video, the body is painted and it has the stripe. I did it like this because I couldn't reach a conclusion with all the people I've asked if I should or shouldn't do the car with the stripe. Some said yes, some said no. No matter the stripe, the car always looks good, so I decided to go by myself. And this is the final result. Somebody will like, other people won't like. So this is what I used. Humbrol Midnight Blue, which, despite being an enamel and Humbrol paints these days take a long time to dry, but as you can see, it's a pretty nice color and great finish, so don't have anything to say against Humbrol paints. The stripe here, I wasn't looking forward for the typical white stripe, so I decided to go with gunmetal. In this case, the AK Interactive Extreme Metal colors. It's if you are used to Tamiya's gunmetal, this one is a lot lighter than the Tamiya one. And I already knew that because I've used in many other parts. So I didn't want a silver stripe, and also not a very dark gunmetal stripe. That's why I used this paint. And honestly, I like the look. Not too dark, not too light. It's almost perfect. Next, I'm working on the wiring of the engine. I've used some little vinyl tubing from Tamiya, from spares of bikes I've built throughout the years, and I've cut it to the length so I could attach. This is very thin lead wire, 0.3 millimeters, so I needed to have some kind of fitting for it. This might not be pleasant to everybody, but I decided to add this Cobra 427 to the dash. Mainly because usually when I see pictures of Cobras, they usually get the Revell Shelby signature on it, and I don't have one. And without this Cobra 427 it would look pretty empty. So I decided to do it like this. As I said, may not please everyone, but if I get a lot of negative feedback, it won't be a problem to fix it and remove the Cobra 427. Other parts, nothing big to say. As I've told you, for the chrome bits I've used a gloss black base, which I would advise you use for a great chrome finish like this. You use a good gloss black base. In this case I've used the Humbrol also. It's very good, takes ages to dry also, but it has a very mirror-like finish. The alternative, which is one of the best too, is the TS14 spray can from Tamiya. It has one of the most perfect gloss black finishes I've ever seen. No, other than that, I'll continue to build the engine. Then I'll get to the interior, exterior bits, and I'm at this point, and according to the instructions, I don't really know how will the body fit to the chassis. There's no, except here in the rear has this small slot or pin. In the front there's nothing that will fit the chassis to the body, so I guess I'll figure it out when I'll get there. Meanwhile, painting is all done. No more painting once again. I've got ahead of myself and decided to paint it all. But as I said in the previous video, I didn't take any approach or method. I just went along and start painting. I didn't go in the instruction sheet order, nothing, just went and painted all. So, time for more assembly. I'll see you in the bit.